Thanks, Kelly. Well, starting today and going through Saturday, the 56th Annual American Association of Suicidology Conference is happening at the Portland Marriott downtown on the waterfront. It's the largest gathering of the suicidology community.
Suicidology is the scientific study of suicidal behavior, the causes of suicides, and suicide prevention. And joining us live to talk more about the conference is Leanne Sherman, President and Chief Executive Officer at the American Association of Suicidology. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Why is it important to study this? Why is it so important to study the causes of suicide and prevention?
Well, I think what's really important is to understand the trigger factors, why someone would either have suicidal ideations or actually have death by suicide. And to be able to understand that, you need research, data. You need to follow those individuals to find out whether or not prevention would help them in situations, or even educational resources within your community, your schools. That gives us a lot of data, but it also helps us develop those educational opportunities to be able to work with, and then the mental health aspect, to be able to work with individuals and give them resources.
It seems like a difficult topic in many ways to try and research and study because it is often so stigmatized, because folks have a hard time talking about it. So to have hundreds of professionals gathering here in one place and have hundreds more joining virtually, what does that do for the scientific and educational community on this topic?
Well, we've got about 1,200 individuals in person this week here at the conference, and close to 500 online, remote live streaming. It gives an opportunity not only to network with each other, but to share information. Those individuals range from counselors, psychologists, psychiatrists, research entities, those with lived experience. We can get a lot from those with lived experience. And then also that work in the field each and every day, that work with individuals that either contemplate or have attempted suicide. We also want to take a look at a lot of different statistics arranging and around those individuals who are loved ones, peers, friends, co-workers. And really allow them to be able to work together to try and find ways for awareness and prevention.
How big is this problem? What's the incidence of suicide relative to other ways that people lose their lives?
Well, thank you for asking. The CDC puts out information and data every year. So your viewers may be astonished to hear that there is a suicide in America once every 11 seconds.
Oh my goodness.
Right, and so when you really think about that, you think, well, there's 25 attempts for every one suicide.
Wow.
So what I did is I took a little bit of data myself and I thought about this and said, if you took the city of Portland and the city of Seattle, those are the number of attempts each and every year for the population of those two cities. So when you start to look at the vast majority of people that this affects, and for every suicide, there are 6 people affected by it. So when you really take the breadth of the effect of suicide on the nation and on the world, we really need to pay attention to it. And those who work each and every day in the field are doing so.
Now, you talk about 6 people are affected. You're talking about family, friends.
Family, friends, loved ones, co-workers, neighbors. The leading cause of death for 15 to 24-year-olds is suicide.
Oh my goodness.
And it is the 3rd leading cause of death in that age range, only under accidents and homicide. And one other statistics for your viewers is suicide is the 11th leading cause of death in America. Homicide is the 16th. So when you think about that, it really brings it home to understand we should be talking about it.
This
there
research
should not be a stigma.
Right. These conversations are so important. Really quickly, for folks at home who are watching, who want to learn more, who want to reach out and be able to help people in their lives, where can they go?
So I think the first and foremost, we all think about 911 as your emergency. We have a wonderful system now and infrastructure of 988. You can chat, you can text, you can call. If you're concerned of a loved one, a co-worker, or yourself, you can chat, text, or call 988, or like local crisis center. And that should be your first priority.
988, okay.
Well, Leanne, we really appreciate your time this morning. Thanks for being here. And again, we'll have more of those resources posted on coin.com if you want to reach out. 7:22 right now.